What's up everyone, River here, and we're up to week 3 of the UBC already. And this week we are going to be facing the Windsor Weaviles and their coach, Evil Also. This is going to be quite the interesting week because we are both on a 2-0 score right now, which means we're both on the top of the ladder right now, which is honestly quite unexpected with the amazing players that we have in this league. Nonetheless, we got this team right in front of us right now. We see the sister of the laddies, we see Blissey, Crocodile, Blastoise, Typhlosion, Leavanny, Sylveon, Staraptor, Rotom, regular Rotom at that, Aggron, and Mega Lopunny. A really dangerous team, especially from a offensive point with the Staraptor, Mega Lopunny, and Crocodile, and his signature Pokemon, the Sylveon. But overall, I think we got a good shot at this, and as you can see, for the third time in a row, we are going to begin this team builder with Druid, the Druidigan. We're going for a different set once again, even though it is similar to that of last week with the Earthquake and the Glare, because we are going to be relying a lot on speed control this week. This is mostly going to be seen through the Rock Tomb that I'm going to be packing on, I believe, 2 Pokemon. But there's a specific reason for this current set. As you can see, it is just like in week 1, we got the max defense, max HP. But we have done it slightly differently this time, because we have added a citrus berry to this. There's a very specific reason for this, and that is that if we swap in Druidigan on a Staraptor, its Brave Bird or Close Combat is gonna do 52 to 62%. With this, if we proc the Citrus Berry with that, we can actually live one more of those hits, and then we can either go for Glare or Rock Tomb to slow it down. Another thing that is quite noticeable is the Revenge. Revenge, not exactly a common move, fighting type move which doubles its strength if the Pokemon using it got hit during that turn. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, there it was. Revenge. Yeah, it doubles the power if it got damaged, which would mean a 120 base power fighting type move. Which is going not to be that difficult to proc because of its low speed, but that is where the relaxed nature is going to come in. With the lowered speed, it's going to have 118 speed. This will be lower than Blissey. And that is what the goal is of this. Because Druidigan will be slower than Blissey, it will actually be able to utilize the double power of Revenge and potentially get a surprise KO out of that. And with that, we got ourselves a really good physical wall. Next up is going to be Heatran. Heatran, again, no surprise that it's showing up. Especially against this team, which has a really hard time for dealing with it, bar Crocodile. And this time, I'm going to be running Choice Specs. And this is going to be my main Sylveon counter, because Steel Fire type times 4 resistance to Fairy. I know also loves to bring Hyper Beam on that, and Pixelated Hyper Beam destroys anything except this. With the special defense investment in Heatran, it can live, I think, 3 Specs Hyper Beams. So if he's running a choice item, Heatran can just swap in, blow off a Flash Cannon, and because I'm running Choice Specs myself, it has a chance to one-hit KO, depending on his sets. That is going to be a really big setback for him if I manage to pull that off, but that is basically the plan of Heatran. Besides that, Overheats, Dark Pulse, and Earth Power, just for general coverage, are going to try to do their best in order to possibly make Heatran MVP again. So now we're going to go with the new members, the Pokemon that have yet to see some sorry about that, I'll restart that. All of the Pokemon that have yet to see some play in the first 2 weeks. The first one being Mark, the Mienshao. I'm going to be running Mienshao this week because I feel it has a lot of good coverage, and it provides something that Ambipom does not, which is the Rock Tomb, which I was talking about earlier. Again, I feel that speed control, especially on the Staraptor, is going to be key in order to win this. That is why I feel Rock Tomb is going to be core. We're going to run Life Orb Regenerator because it synergizes ridiculously well. We got Drain Punch to boot in case we need that additional healing right on the spots. Then I Fake Out and Knockoff just being very good offensive moves. And with this investment, I believe it can outspeed anything on this team, bar Latias and any Scarf users. Oh, and Megalopony. Megalopony, yeah, but in that matchup you don't want to have me and Zhao either way. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. The next one is gonna be surprising that it's gonna be here for the first time. It is my Mega Gardevoir, Valerie. Shouts to Koshi for the nickname. Anyway, Valerie is going to be running a rather normal set with Psy Shock, Pixelate Hyper Voice, Energy Ball, and Calm Mind. Energy Ball there is going to be there for the Blastoise, because honestly I don't have much else to deal with it. Calm Mind there, in case I get a chance to set up, it's just over basically if I get that. We also got the Max Speed Timid Nature, so we will Speed Tie with the Staraptor if it's not Scarf. And I believe, again, only Latias and Megalopony will be able to outspeed it. Which is actually huge, because that means it's also going to be a Crocodile switch-in. And, now not a switch-in, but at least a check. And it can still handle itself against the likes of Sylveon and... Sylveon if it's not Hyper Beam, and Blissey, because of Psy Shock. I think this is going to be an amazing wall breaker and perhaps a late game sweeper or even a setup sweeper with the Calm Mind, and I think this is the perfect opportunity to bring her in. Next up we're going to have the Togekiss for the first time as well, Flip Me because we're going to be flipping birds, because that's how annoying Togekiss is, and we are going with the most annoying set known to you kind. Thunder Wave, Air Slash, Paraflinch X, Whispering Grace, 50% chance to have paralysis, 60% chance to flinch. Nobody likes to have that against them, so it is going to be straight up annoying to them, to Orso in this specific case. We also pack the Dazzling Gleam in order to take care of Krook, because that's a guaranteed one-shot, while Krook does not have any ways to get a guaranteed KO off on a Togekiss, unless it is a choice banned variant, but even then it requires a crit. And last but not least, we also have Defog, because my team is really Hazard Weak, and I'm expecting either Crocodile, Blastoise, or Leavanny to... not Blastoise, Aggron, to bring some form of hazards which I'll have to deal with. Also, as you can see, Modest Nature, Max Special Attack, Max HP, so it can live up a lot of hits, and it can deal tons of damage. Quite simple. And last but not least, once again, the Mad Ice King, the Weavile, against the Windsor Weaviles. And we're not going to be running anything weird unlike the last 2 weeks. We're just going to go with Focus Sash, so we can live one hit. We got Fake Out, Ice Shard, Knockoff, and Icicle Crash, very normal moves. No Fighting type move for the Krook, because we got Ice to counter that. I don't feel any other need, like we could bring Low Kick for the Aggron, but I honestly don't think I'm going to need that, with the Heatran and the Druddigon being there, and even the Mienshao. The one thing I do want to point out here is that I'm running Pickpocket instead of Pressure, because if I manage to switch out after my Focus Sash is procced, I can steal an item with Fake Out. And that might just give me a lucky play or something else that can just change the game. Again, this is going to be a little bit shorter because I actually do this not ahead of time, so I don't already know what I was thinking, and I'm just telling you what I'm currently thinking about the team. With this, I do feel like we're strong. Typhlosion could be an issue if he brings in, but we still have the Heatran with Flash Fire, so I'm not that afraid of it. And bar that, if we get some form of speed control on his Staraptor or any Scarf user, I think this is going to be a very good match for us. So until then, I'm signing out, and I hope to see you with the next video.